Alright, well good morning, Bigfoot fam. It's a beautiful summer's day out here, and I'm just getting ready to head down to the wood shop for the day. Got a bunch of orders I gotta crank out and a bunch of stuff that I gotta get done down there. We'll be back here for the day and make up my first batch of juice for this juice fast, because today is day one of a green juice fast. So it's time to start cleaning this shit up, and I figured that today would be the best day to start this fast, since I can start day one with all of you guys and bring you guys along for the journey and share any information or answer any questions along the way. So let's head to the wood shop. Let's get it, fam.
6 hours later.
So I didn't get any footage around the shop today as I was battling these big old dumb wrists of mine.
My wrists are on fire.
I've essentially been battling tendonitis for over a decade now in both my wrists. So if you ever see that this camera get a little shaky, it's just because I'm a big wuss and I got tendonitis in both my arms. So there you go. I just took myself a nice big Epsom salt bath, which is hilarious because I haven't been able to fit in a bathtub in probably over a decade. So it's kind of nice to be able to mostly fit into a bathtub for once. So took a big soak. These wrists are actually feeling pretty darn good. So just cleaning up around the apartment here and open up some CS2 Shock Pinks, because those things have been teasing me for a long time. Finally a bit hungry. Gonna grab myself a little bit of green juice and then I'll fill you in on what this whole shenanigans is all about. So during this whole fast I will actually end up making my own juice, but I don't really know how much I'm gonna have today, so I'm gonna go for some pre-made that I know is good. Greens. The main point here being that there's going to be a lot of greens over this next 10 days. Well, I guess 9 more days, but who's counting? When it comes to how many days until I can have pizza, I sure am. Excuse me, mister. What the heck do you think you're doing? Excuse me. Come on. Come on. Silly guy. So literally on the first day moved in here, both of my cats snuck out onto the deck. Yeah, I'm just not quite ready to have them out there yet. No thanks. Over halfway up this building. Yeah, it's a bit of a ways up. I don't want to think about that one. Missed you. Dinner for the evening. So yeah, I've done these big green juice fasts many a times before, but it's been a good while since I've done one and I need to give myself a good reboot. So I was letting all the crap catch up to me now, starting to feel like a little extra sluggish and all that other bullshit. So it's time for a good reboot. My juice fasts have always been inspired by the documentary Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. So if you haven't checked that out, it's definitely worth checking out. If you're interested in getting into this, that would be a more appropriate route to go as far as getting, you know, some proper information and guidelines about how you'd want to do it, as, you know, I've over years formulated what works for myself, and I am in no way a botanist. I guess that works for this. And I am in no way a doctor or anything of that nature. So the whole thought process behind it is that basically, like, when you're a kid and you fall and skin your knee, if you just leave it alone, give it time, and, you know, obviously take care of your body, it'll heal itself. So basically the whole point of this is to give your insides a break and basically let them have some time to heal. In turn, it also has some other effects for losing weight because your body goes into famine mode. Because basically that's why fat is stored, is the simple fact that your body is waiting for a famine to happen, and it just, let's be honest, it never does. We can just pick up our phone and have our extra large pizza with stuffed crust. Oh.
The fingers you have used to dial are too fat. To obtain a special dialing wand, please mash the keypad with your palm now.
Delivered here within like 10-15 minutes or whatever ridiculous fancy that we want. So yeah, food is plenty. We don't really have to struggle for that stuff anymore. We just kind of hold on to the extra stuff for later, which there never really is a later. That's kind of the basics of it, is I need to just kind of help break some bad habits, help clean up my inside, and a little bit of weight loss along the way promoted with some proper exercise and things. So like I say, drinking store-bought juice today. I will do a big homemade juice tomorrow, and I'll show you exactly how I do it and what I put in mine. But yeah, this stuff's actually really good, the Bolthouse Farm stuff. Regardless, if you're not even doing a fast or anything of that nature, just even drinking some of this stuff on a regular just like helps make you feel a lot better. So this whole getting old kind of thing and being a giant has actually kind of made me pay a bit more attention to what goes in my body versus the energy that I have to give out. So gonna try to clean this up, clean up my act, clean up this whole thing, and yeah, anyways, let's do this unboxing. Got him. All right, well there you go. I was literally just about to say I don't remember where I got this from and answer my own question. So got this from ASOS, not Vsauce.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
That might be one of my favorite things all the time, is that people are always like, wait a minute, you run Create Dreams? It's like, dude, I am Create Dreams. Like, as far as my clothing company or as the plug company goes. And if you're new to the channel, which I realize there is a lot of you that are new to the channel, I hand make wooden jewelry for my company BC Plugs that I started from the ground up over 5 years ago. That has led me down many, many awesome roads, and it's shown me that I can basically work for myself. And just passed the 1-year anniversary of starting Create Dreams clothing the other day, and that was a long time passion of mine. So handmade wooden jewelry company, clothing company, and now we're doing the YouTube. It's a good way to help myself be creative. I used to be a musician that I ended up like at the peak of the musicianship. I toured across Canada with my band and we played 28 shows in 30 days. So that was pretty sick. There's actually a vlog way further back if you want to see some ridiculous shit of me and my band at the time. So anyways, as I was mentioning earlier in the vlog, my shitty ass tendonitis has not only stopped me from doing a bunch of other things, but it has stopped me from drawing, and has even stopped me from playing guitar and music and stuff in general. So I'm trying to steer my course, be able to preserve my body and be able to live a longer, happy life and enjoy things and have a body that can do so. So along with that, after not being able to have my outlet of, you know, writing music, playing music, editing and all of that nature, being able to transfer that creative into this, the vlog, has been a huge, huge relief to me. So I definitely take out a lot of my creative nature in the edits of these vlogs, let alone even just my ideas when filming and trying to figure out the best way of telling you guys a story. So unbox, unbag. I was just looking at this website the other day for another set of track pants that I really badly want to get that match my EQT jacket. Damn you, Adidas. You reignited my love of Adidas track pants that I had when I was a kid, but I could never afford them. Besides, I actually one time had a pair of Adidas tearaways, which was the fucking bomb diggity in grade 6. CS2. And so for those of you that don't know, CS2 stands for City Sock version 2. Huge fan of the City Sock. It's essentially just like a bed of boost with a super elasticy prime knit upper just attached to the top, and that's it. No laces, nothing. I mentioned it before in my other reviews of the City Sock, but I was on the fence of them when they first came out, and I really didn't quite like them. But then as soon as I started looking at them more, I realized they helped me kind of fulfill my dreams of wanting to become a ninja. And then I got a pair and they're comfy as fuck, and now like one of my favorite silhouettes. So I knew I had to get these ones when I saw the color. I'm a sucker for some pink. Okay, so let's hop in. Bam, bam. Shock Pink is right. Oh yes. Such a sucker for Japanese kanji. If you can't tell by my own brands, I have an entire Japanese collection within my brand. If you don't know, on the back of the NMDs, they have this tab that repeats in all the different languages, the brand with the 3 stripes. And anytime I luck out with a pair that has the Japanese writing, it makes me a happy boy. Hey, got a little bit on the left one too. I've been waiting for a black City Sock in the CS2 version since I saw it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my vibrant ass kit in that crazy pink freckled color that it has. But to have something a bit more neutral that let alone has some nice accents on the inside, that's pretty damn sweet. Like I was saying, this has just a massive bed of boost, which is basically the same boost midsole that they used in the NMD R2s, which they removed the bricks from the outside of it and replaced it with these like little embossed stripes in the rear panel, and then on the inside it still has the brick. So on the original City Sock, on the inside it had this panel that like, it wasn't anything that was overlaid, but it was just kind of like a design within the actual prime net itself. And in this one, they did a stitched in Shock Pink like lines as to where that design was. On the first pair. So super fire little accent, especially since you're super stealth on the outside, and then every once in a while when you're walking, you'll get that little glance, that pink. And then so it has this almost like samurai gi style fold over on the outside, which I really like. I love the aesthetic of that. And something new for these ones, which they didn't obviously have on the Kith pair because they had a leather stripe that went down the middle, is that it has same kind of idea as the stitched in Shock Pink stripes on the inside, but coming down where essentially where the laces would be, essentially to add a bit more rigidity to the part of the shoe. Alternating black and white stripes around the collar of the shoe, kind of like they did on the NMD Japans, which are still one of my favorite pair of R1s that I own, hands down. Again, back to that whole Japan kanji thing. Basically, so no laces, all prime knit. They don't even do an insole, which is the standard on any NMDs if you've been riding along for a while. Super fire colorway. Been wanting these ones for a minute and I was glad I was able to cop. I think I copped these off of the Restock app, which would make sense as to why I didn't remember where I got them from. Yeah, this is super sick. Another slept on pair. If anything, I'm a lot happier to see a lot more Boost models become more available for everybody. Not necessarily us up here in Canada yet, hopefully. I'm seeing a lot more people get the pairs that they want. And then putting out such a wider variety of ranges and colorways within different silhouettes, especially ones that certain people don't like. You have to remember, just because you don't like it doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't love it. It might not be their favorite colorway. So I'm seeing a lot more of that, which is kind of makes me happy. And you kind of understand the mindset of Adidas in the sense that they're, you know, who cares if they're flooding the market in a sense to kill resale, let's be honest. Also to give the wider variety of people that there are in this world the shoe that they want and more boost on people's feet. So pick up the CS2 if you haven't yet, and it's like a completely different shoe from the original City Sock, so they each have their own pros and cons in their own right, and I love them for each of their own silhouette. And as we've seen, they're continuing to release the CS ones, same thing with the R ones, which is again rad, back to that giving a wider variety of shoes to the audience, us, making sure that we all get the boost that we want. So anyways, a little bit of a ramble there, but yeah, I'm gonna throw you guys on feeds for these and kick back and sip on some green juice. Let's see if I can sum up my life in one thumbnail here. Sounds pretty good to me. Alright, so it was funny. I was going to initially say that these things fit a bit snugger than usual, but I paid attention after putting them on and paid attention to the box, and yeah, I got a 12.5, so that would explain that situation. But having said that, these fit me like perfectly with no socks on. Definitely say true to size. I'm going to be happy with these at this half size down. And so I just reached the end of day one of this juice fast, and I mean, I had some pretty crazy cravings at some points, but other than that, it seems like my mind's in the right place this time. So just going to take it easy, keep my mind in the right place, and stay fueled, hydrated, things of that nature. So I will see y'all tomorrow. If you enjoyed today's vlog, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and as always, find your passion, create dreams, and let's get it.